I'm using the Kevin Murphy Shimmer Me Blonde Repairing Shine Treatment for blonde hair. It's great because it has color enhancers in it, and it also makes your hair really smooth. So I'm using that on my freshly washed hair, and I'm just going to put all that through and then brush it out. I do this after every single shower, and it just makes my hair super smooth and really easy to brush through. Next, we are just going to completely blow dry the hair. You want to make sure that it's completely dry before you start curling, as it's not going to work very well if your hair is wet. You want to make sure that you are blow drying the hair in a downward motion so that you don't get a lot of flyaways, so that your hair is flat on top. Once the hair is completely dry, I'm going to separate a bottom layer so that I can start curling just from that layer. I am using the PYT ceramic straightener. This straightener is awesome, and I will have it linked below if you would like to check it out. I also just separate the bottom layer into two, and then I separate the two into two more smaller pieces, so I have a total of 4 curled pieces on the bottom layer. Then I just basically place the hair in between the 2 plates of the straightener and then twist it around and pull it all the way down the hair in a slow motion so that you get a really good curl. And then I do that for the entirety of the hair. You want to make sure that you're pulling away from your face so that it creates the same curl going all the way around. Once the bottom layer is done, I am going to separate another layer. Usually I have about 4 layers in total for my whole head. And then I'm going to do the same thing and curl in sections. A good tip is to make sure that every strand is brushed out before you start curling, just so that it's easier to curl. I'm doing the exact same thing for the next layer and making sure that I'm blending the hair in with the layer before. If you get a couple strands mixed in from the one you've already curled, then it works perfectly because it blends in a lot nicer. You want to make sure that you are holding the straightener vertically instead of horizontally, as it's going to create a different curl than if you are holding it horizontally. Once I have curled the third layer, I usually look in the mirror behind me. A good tip is to have a mirror in front and a mirror in the back so that you can always look and see if everything's curled. At this point, if anything isn't curled, I will fix it. Then I'm going to pull down the last layer and even out my part. I do this by pulling the hair in front of my eyes and then separating it where it feels most natural. Then I'm going to take the pieces in front of my face and smooth out the top just until I hit about my eyebrows, and then I'm going to start the curl from there, making sure that you curl away from your face, just like the rest of the curls on the head. I'm also going to do the same on the other side. And then just go through and make sure that I have curled all of the pieces and curl anything that's missing. I can also curl a little bit of the ends if I think that the curl isn't good enough on the ends of the hair. This part of the process usually upsets Alex, as I can sit there in the mirror looking like my hair is done when really I'm picky and miss about 5 pieces and have to recurl them. Once all of that is complete, I'm just going to smooth out the top of my hair and flatten any of the flyaways on the top using the straightener. Then I'm just going to brush through the curls using a wide tooth comb just to evenly distribute everything and blend them more seamlessly. Then you just want to run your hands through it and make sure that everything's in the right place. Make sure that you recurl any pieces that you may have missed, and that is the completed look. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. This was a requested video by a few people. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.